I want to tell you about my experience with the AARP, the American Association for Retired Persons in Washington, D.C. And as you know from my previous videos, Washington, D.C. is the city where everyone's a liar until proven innocent. The AARP wants you to know that they care about senior citizens. I mean, they really care about senior citizens, people over 50 plus. I mean, that's really their bread and butter. And they care about protecting their financial interests and all sorts of things. Well, I just thought I would test how much they really cared about protecting the interests of senior citizens. Because, you know, every year in this country, senior citizens, thousands and thousands of them, are taken advantage of. Many of them are cleaned out by financial fraudsters. These big hungry wolves on Wall Street just clean them out. There's no money left and there's no time left. So I thought that the AARP would be the perfect organization to contact to see if they were really interested about protecting the interests of investors. I have a financial services background, by the way. I worked close to 3 years for Merrill Lynch, and I've written 2 books, Tricks of the Trade and Robbing You Blind, both of which were about protecting the interests of investors and their assets. So I wrote the AARP a letter describing the project that I wanted to do, and I patiently waited for a reply, and I got one about a week and a half later. And the letter just amazed me, because in the body of the letter, there was some reference to a meeting, and there was other language there that seemed amorphous and really was hard to understand, but it had nothing to do with the letter that I wrote them. Nothing whatsoever. But here's the clincher. The salutation of the letter said, "Dear Mr. Jones." Well, my name is Mark Dempsey. Who's Mr. Jones? Well, what the AARP had done, they had written me a form letter. They just sent me a form letter. I was really disappointed. So what I did, I took their form letter and I made a copy of it. And then I sent them the original letter back. And I wrote a little note on there and I said, don't you think people that belong to the AARP really deserve better than this? Don't you think seniors deserve better than this? So I sent the letter off. And 2 weeks later, I got a letter back from the AARP. And I said to myself, well, now they redeemed themselves. This is going to be a good letter this time. So I opened up the letter, and it's the exact same letter that I got previously, except they had changed one thing, the salutation. Now the letter read, "Dear Mr. Dempsey." Can you believe that? "Dear Mr. Dempsey." The same exact letter. Come to find out, the AARP really doesn't care about seniors at all. They really don't care about protecting the interests of seniors. I'm trying to figure out what do they really care about? What do they really care about? Oh yes, that's right, membership dues. They care about membership dues and selling insurance and selling your products and services to a very, very large audience. I mean, they're a huge organization. But do they really care about seniors? Do they really care about the people that are taken every day, that have no money whatsoever because they've been the victims of securities fraud in this country? Did they even take the time to write me a letter, to even address the issue intelligently? No, because they really don't care about that. What they care about money, membership dues, products, services, etc. That's what they care about. So the next time your parents are considering about joining the AARP, I want you to give them a message for me. I want you to tell them for me not to do it. To tell them to go out and have a nice dinner. Go see a movie instead. It'd be a much, much better investment for them. My name is Mark Dempsey. I'm an author and journalist, and please, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to email me. It's markd112@yahoo.com. markd112@yahoo.com. And thanks so much for listening.